gets broken hearted inside. I don't know what else to do, but when he kisses me, I'm missing you. Every place I go reminds me of you. I don't wanna remind me of you. My love will call you. My love will call you. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, hello to anyone who watches this video. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the part 2 of the last video I posted, which was like 7 ever ago, and I really apologize for that, but I had finals, and then I had to come home, and then I was home, and then I didn't want to do anything, so, again, I apologize for my absence. Don't know if anyone cared, but someone must have, because I lost a subscriber. It's fine. It's whatever. No, but I'm really fine with it. It's okay. Okay, so you already know what this video is by the title, but again, continuation of my last video, which was like some of my favorite Calzona stories, but not like my top favorites, because I already did that like almost a year ago, I think. Yeah, so these are just some stories that I really, multi-chapter ones that I really like a lot. Yeah. Okay, so, and again, these, I'm pretty sure I said that these were in no particular order. If I didn't say that in the last video, then I meant to, and I just didn't. Okay, so I left off with permanent transfer. So the next one, it's called Riding the Rails, and this was the story that, this is like one of the first Calzona stories that I read. It's really, it's pretty long, but it's like very good. It's like a little bit extra, I won't lie. Just, they're very like dramatic with their emotions in it, and which is, you know, fine. As someone who is dramatic AF, I get it. But Riding the Rails, I haven't read that story in a while, but I really enjoyed it. It's just like, it's like simple, but like not boring, and it's like slightly unrealistic, but not like to the point where it takes you out of the story, you feel. Anyway, I like that story, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't be on this list. Oh yeah, and just like in my other video, I'm going to link all of these down below, except for the ones that I can't link down below because they've been deleted. Okay, so the next story is called Thin Line, and in the story it's a plane crash story, but like before the plane crash happened on the show. So Arizona and Christina are in a plane crash, and yeah, that's not the whole story, obviously, but yeah, so it's basically the plane crash before the plane crash was the plane crash. Only like less devastating, slightly. No, less devastating, because there are less people in the plane crash. But yeah, it's a really good story. I recommend you go read it. I almost said go watch it. Yeah, true thing. But yeah, this is like just a well-written story with a good-ass plot. Yeah, Arizona doesn't lose her leg in this one though, so you don't have to worry about that. If anyone was, you don't have to worry. The next one is called You're the One That I Want, and this is a high school story, which I don't read a lot of those since I am no longer in high school, so it's just like kind of weird for me to read those now, so I just generally don't, but this is like back in the day that I read this. But I still reread it occasionally just because it's like easy to read and nothing tragic happens in it. Anyway, it's a high school story. Callie has a baby. Arizona doesn't. They meet and they become best friends, and then basically they all become a little family. That's the whole story. It's really good though. It's good. I read it. The next story is probability, and I actually just despise this story, and that's not true because it's like okay. Okay, this story is not completed. But okay, so this is an if-then story. Hold on a second. Okay. This is an if-then story, and by that I mean it's based off of the season 8 if-then episode, not the season 10 one, because irrelevant. But this is based off of that, and I wasn't supposed to wear the sweatshirt. I wore a cute, what's it called, bodysuit to like show off, and then it's hella cold where I'm at right now, so I decided to keep it on. Also because I forgot to take it off before I even started this video. No one cares. Anyway, so probability. The reason that I fucking hate this story is because there's just so much there's like so much, no, it's not like, okay, I don't like saying angst when talking about adults, but adults are more angsty than anybody. Like, they're the angstiest people that I know. They're just like fine with their angst. It's the teenagers who are just like, try to like fix it, but adults are just like, no, I'm just angsty and it's fine. This is what life is like. So anyway, this story. Okay, so it's a lot like all of the other if-then stories out there, wherein Callie and Arizona have a connection. Callie has gay panic, I think. I actually don't know if she does in the story, but I'm certain she does, because she always fucking does. And then, like, Arizona's like, oh, JK, we can't be together because I don't want kids, and Callie has kids. And it's just like, what is the point of this? Anyway, that's why I fucking hate that story, but it's really well written, and I like to read it, so I haven't reread it in a while because I'm like, I'm gonna always be bitter about Calzona, so just for the rest of my life. That's like a little bit of bitterness in me that will never go away, and it's fine. I'm okay with it. This is my bit of angst that I'm okay with. Okay, the next story. Oh my god. Okay, the next story is called Imaginary. And this story, y'all, I hope I can find this, because if I can't, I'm gonna be really sad. This story is really good. It's like not on fanfiction or on Archive of Our Own. It's like out there in the universe. You feel me? But no. So Imaginary, this story is an alternate universe story, and in it, Callie like owns a cafe / nightclub, and Arizona is a writer, and basically Arizona is just like fucked up from like loving all of these bitch hoes, basically. So she's like, love is not for me, clearly. Like, it just does not work for me, so I'm gonna just stop. Meanwhile, Callie is Callie, wherein she wears her heart on her sleeve, and she doesn't like getting hurt either, but it's like better than being alone. You know, Callie, you know her. And so basically, they like are friends, but Arizona is like, I don't want more, but she does actually. She's just afraid, so then they become a couple, and it's just beautiful. I never finished reading this because I'm a shithole. But it is. I'm going to. I promise. I had a moment way back in May when the season 12 finale happened, where I was like, fuck this entire show, I hate it all. Actually, it wasn't even in May, it was like in like June, July, because in May I was like, good riddance, not to Sada, but to Callie, because she just was not, her character that entire season was just like so out of character, and I was just like, fine, leave, goodbye, I don't need this. But then come like June/July, it like started to set in, and I was like, fuck this in its entirety, fuck it all, I hate it. And so I just like stopped reading and writing fanfiction, Calzona fanfiction, for just like 6 months. Which is why my fanfics have not been updated, because I was fed the fuck up to the highest degree. So I clicked out of it before I finished it, because I was just like, what's the point? So I have to go find it and finish it, because there's really no other thing to say, because I just must finish it. But I still highly recommend it. It was really well written, and so I'll go find it and I'll link it below. Read it. Okay, the next one, oh my god, okay, the story is called Choices. It is also, I think like, okay. Choices, sorry. This story is also not finished. Sorry, but I still love it enough to put it on the list though. This story is like set after Calzona's first breakup, I believe. First breakup. That was their best breakup. I mean, I know like that should not be like a thing that they have like breakups that are ranked, but that was the best one. It was so pretty and beautiful and just unnecessary, but you know. Anyway, and Callie and Arizona are having a hard time being broken up. They keep falling back together over and over until finally they're like, no, we have to stop. And so then they stop. And then something happens. I don't remember what happens, but then they're like, just kidding, this is the dumbest. And so they eventually get back together, but not before Arizona sleeps with some other lady, but I think she was drunk. Not that that excuses anything, but then again, her and Callie weren't together at this point. Anyway, everyone regrets it. Everyone involved regrets it except for the woman, and she like starts attacking Arizona legally, and it's just like a lot, and it's just, the woman, her name is Carmen, the author like tells you who she pictures as this woman, and it's I don't know how to pronounce her last name, and I don't want to mispronounce it, but it's the woman, I know her first name is Sarah, but it's the woman who plays Shaw in Person of Interest, if you have seen that. And so I just like, really, like, I love Shaw. Like, Samin Shaw is just love of my life. I love her. And so I keep like, I kept like picturing her as Carmen, and I was just like, oh, it gave me so much stress and anxiety and anger. Ugh! Anyway, read it. It's a very good story. Sorry, I needed to look at a thing. So hopefully I can find that also. The next story is called Skinny Love, and this is a really good story. It's well written. I just have a few grievances with it. First of all, there are too many adverbs. Just too many unnecessary adverbs. Too many. I'm sorry, there are too many adverbs. There are just too many. The next one, I don't know if this is like a me thing, because like I'm like emotional, but like internally I don't really like emote on the outside. So there's like a lot of like overreactions in this story, which like I get with their backstories, but it's still just like, can we please just like settle down for a minute? Just like, I'll just settle down and just like not overreact. That is like one of my main grievances with fanfiction. It's just like the like overreactions that are just like not wholly in character. You feel, that's not the point. This is a good story though. I really do recommend it. There are a lot of chapters, but it's well written despite the abundance of adverbs. And I'd say it's about like 95% in character. So. And then that 5% is just like the author doing what she or he wants with the characters, which is 100% okay. Oh, I wanted to talk about deleted stories. I can do that last. Okay, the next one, I hate myself. Sorry. The next one is called Too in Love to Let Go. I'm just gonna guess about this one, and I think this is the one where Callie was married. Like, Callie, wow, what are words? I think this is the one where Callie, Arizona, Addison, and Nick, and, wait, who? Fuck! Okay, Callie, Arizona, Mark, and Nick. They all grew up together, and they were all best friends. And Callie married Nick, and they lived in like DC because he was in the Rangers. I'm so sorry. He was a Ranger, and yeah, that's it. At least in the show he was. I don't know if he is in the story, but whatever. And then Mark married Addison, and then Arizona married, what the fuck is her name? Lauren. And I'm not gonna give everything away, but basically Nick dies, so Callie moves to Seattle, where Arizona and Mark are, and obviously Addison, and obviously Lauren. Anyway, Lauren ends up being a bitch hoe, and Arizona is pregnant, and you have to read it to know what else happens. So I will say she's having twins, so spoiler alert. The next one is called The Time Warp, and it took me a long time to not get up the courage, because what? But it just took me a while before I was okay to read this story. And then, first of all, there were just a lot of chapters, I will say that. They're like not that long, but there are many chapters. But it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. And it's basically where Arizona, when she's like trying to get back to Callie after Africa, not after, but like during, because you know. Anyway, it's basically the Africa storyline, but instead of Arizona actually getting to Seattle, she's in a friggin' plane crash because, of course, and it's basically that, I really want to reread this story now. I just want to let everyone know that it is currently 6:33 in the morning, and I've been awake since about 5 p.m. yesterday because I'm garbage, so. Anyway, so yeah, Too in Love to Let Go. Or no, Time Warp. See? Listen, I don't know. Time Warp. Read it. It's very good. There are a lot of flashbacks, but like they're necessary and also interesting because like I'm like one of those people who fucking hates flashbacks. Like I don't like them at all. I put one flashback in one of my stories because I felt that it needed to be there because I didn't want to actually start at that point and then keep writing, so I was just like, be lazy, add a flashback. I don't know if everyone who puts flashbacks in their stories are lazy or if it's just me, but I don't like to read them, so I usually skip or skim because I'm that person. But these flashbacks, I've read all of them. They're just necessary, good, love, yes. Okay. The next story, oh my god, Miami General. This a good one. It's an alternate universe story, kind of, where all of the doctors are actually actors who play doctors on a show. That is basically, it's basically the Grey's Anatomy, but not. But, okay, so, Callie and Arizona's characters on the show, Callie's character's name is Serafina, and Arizona's character's name is Jenna, and their ship name is Surgeon, which is adorable. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Anyway, what happens is that Arizona is she has a husband, which I never read those stories where Arizona like starts off with a husband or in a relationship with a boy, because like, hot. But, and okay, anyone from Twitter who knows me and is gonna shout out Jacksona, don't, because I know. Just leave it alone. Anyway, I don't usually read those, but this is such a good story. Anyway, she figures out she's gay, and especially gay for Callie, and Callie has always been gay for her, and it's basically just very good read. I don't know why my fingers are weird. Okay, then I suck. The next story is called Long Way Round, and I'm going to just let you all know that I can't, for the life of me, remember what the story is about. I really enjoy the author. I follow her on Tumblr, and I'm pretty sure she still follows me back. I don't know, though, because I'm garbage and I don't really go on my Tumblr that much. I don't go on my fandom Tumblr that much because it stresses me out. I don't go on Tumblr at all that often because it just is too much. But anyway, Long Way Round. I think this is an if-then story. Like, I'm certain that this is an if-then story. But there's, like, also supernatural elements. Not like hokey, unrealistic, well, okay, it is unrealistic because supernatural is unrealistic. But it's very good. The writing is good. It's very interesting. I hope I'm not wrong, because I've read a lot of stuff from that author, and stories just kind of blend together often. So, just read it. It wouldn't be on this list if I didn't fucking love it, so just go read it. The fuck, I guess. Okay. Now we're supposed to talk about, I'm supposed to talk about, deleted stories. The only ones that I can think of, oh no, just kidding, there are so many I can think of. Oh my god! I've been reading Calzona fanfiction for like well over for such a long time. It's been well over 3 years. So like there's been a lot of fanfics that have been deleted, which is tragic and mean and awful. And there was this author back in the day called Scones, and that author had so many good Calzona stories that I really enjoyed, and they are all gone, and I could not tell you the plot of any of them except for one, and it's where Callie and Arizona are actors, and Arizona's like famous and successful, and Callie's new, and they play in a gay movie together, except for the movie's not even that gay. I don't remember the rest of the plot because it's been deleted for a long time. What other stories have been deleted? Fucking, sorry. Oh, all of the the author who wrote Calzona DC, that person had a lot of Calzona stories, and now they are all gone, and it's very sad. Very sad. Oh my god, I think it's called like Caught in a Thunderstorm or something like that. It's not Caught in a Wonderful Lightning Storm because that is my story. But the other one where Callie and Arizona, when they meet, Arizona accidentally slams Callie's hand in it. Actually, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Arizona's fault. It was Callie's fault, but she blamed Arizona. Anyway, they were not nice to each other. Well, mostly it was Callie who was not nice. I'm not gonna lie. But Callie and Arizona just and Callie was like a pianist, and she was like very famous, and Arizona was a doctor because she was a peds doctor. And they eventually had a relationship, but Callie's hand, something happened. Callie was in an accident or some shit like that, and she had to get surgery, and her hand was all fucked up, and she didn't think she was ever going to play again, but Arizona was there the whole time, just, I think most of the time anyway, just being supportive, and her whole family loved Arizona, and it was like, it was so good, and then it just disappeared, and it's sad. Sad. What else? There have been a lot of stories deleted. All of the stories by Here We Go Now, those have all been deleted, but I have so many of, anyway. What else? Cupcakes and tattoos is good. I mean, it got better towards the end, but like the first half of it is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a while to read that one because I was like, what is this? But anyway, what else has been deleted? Oh my god, there was this fucking, I don't actually even know if this has been deleted, but I think it has. I just have been too afraid to go check. But there was this really, really long story on Archive of Our Own. It was like a post-cheating story, and it was like the angstiest thing that I have ever read. Not ever. But it was real angsty, and I cried a lot, and it was just like, it was like 50-something chapters or something like that, and it was basically like Calzona breaking up and like healing separately, and then a bit, like, at the very last moment, coming together. There was, like, a lot of anger and hurt feelings, and just, oh, it was so cathartic to read, y'all. It was so good. I don't know if it exists anymore, and I think I looked once, and I never found it. That's heartbreaking, honestly. That was such a good one. Stop deleting stories. Okay, I just deleted this story like a month ago, so don't at me. But stop deleting stories. Anyway, that's the list. Bye.
Once I fell into a stream and I landed on the fish, and the fish went up my skirt because it thought it was a cave, and I liked the way it felt, so I wore it to church, and the fish fluffed out when I got my communion. Is that bad?